Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know I look a little bit worse of the way right now and we're a little bit delayed with this. The daily energy draws for the week is because I just went through a hell of a dark night of the soul. You guys, make sure you do check out the Sacred Union Energy Update. The sun always rises. It was a beautiful reading. If you are going through a dark night of the soul, it really will hopefully uplift you and help you through it. Dark nights are not easy. It is all about transformation, is all about soul growth. And I promise you, who you were when you first entered that dark night will not be who you are when you come out. I'm already feeling more at peace. I'm already feeling stronger and bolder. And dark nights, really, they tend to crush your spirit. They tend to bring up all the old fears and conditioning and patterns and self-loathing and self-pitying and just anger, and it could come out in a number of different ways. I spent 2 weeks purging and releasing, and then 5 days crying, culminating in Saturday night, which was just fear and pain and heartbreak and just excruciating pain. And it taught me a lot. It showed me a lot. And there are a lot of realizations that I'm going to talk about in a reading coming up. I'm hopefully going to do a follow-up today, but we'll see. But it really showed me a lot about my connection. It showed me a lot about myself. It showed me where I still have clearing and healing to do, patterns to break. It really showed me a lot about my strength as well, my willpower, that I will not let anything dim my light. Especially for light workers. I'm talking to you guys, especially those of you who are divine counterparts. Light workers on this journey, you are really here to spread the love, spread the light, and uplift the planet, and not just uplift the planet and change the paradigm of the planet. This is bigger. This is cosmically bigger. I will put a link in the description box below. I really urge you guys to check out the channeled messages playlist that I have on this channel because we go very deep. This connection is not about a 3D relationship. It's a spiritual connection for a reason. Yes, there's romance. Yes, you want that 3D relationship. Yes, you want that partnership because you feel that love, because you feel that pull. But there is a divine purpose for your relationship. It is much, much bigger than just being somebody's boyfriend, just being somebody's girlfriend. It is much bigger than just being somebody's life partner. It is a spiritual connection, a spiritual bond. And when you realize that, when you accept that and understand that, you realize that you come together to help each other to grow. And sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes you're the mirror for each other, which shows you where your own triggers are, which shows you where your own wounds are. And that's all the soul sludge that's coming up, the karma and the pain that's coming up, not between you two, but that's being shown between you two. It's the love and the depth of this connection that is there. And it's your love for each other coming back to a place of forgiveness, coming back to a place of acceptance, coming back to a place of that pure unconditional love that you feel in your heart, that you know intuitively, not the ego, which speaks of fear, which speaks of overthinking, overanalyzing, but coming back to that center, coming back to that place of peace. That's where your heart speaks to you. When you come back to that place of peace and center and groundedness, and you truly listen to your intuition and your heart, you feel that love. And when you feel that love, you understand that this is a spiritual connection and you're not just here to, light other people up or light yourselves up or raise the paradigm of the planet, change the paradigm of the planet, raise the vibrations. You are helping the entire universe to evolve because the universe evolves as you evolve. And as you evolve and shift into higher and higher levels of consciousness, you're melting away the 3D paradigm of that dense energy, that fear construct, the dark forces, the interference, whatever it is that you want to call it. You are becoming more and more light, and as you evolve into more and more light, which means you have to dig deep and go into the darkest recesses of yourself to heal that, to clear that, so that the universe can evolve into more and more light as a whole. And we've been channeling that on the channel for a year. If you're new to the channel, please check out the channel messages. There is very important messages and information there that really needs to be heard. And feel free to share it as well, because it's time for that to be shared. If you're going through a dark night, you are not alone. You are never, ever alone. It might feel like you're disconnected from everything that you ever knew. It might feel like everything is shifting. It might feel like your whole world is falling apart. That's the dark night, and it's sometimes isn't a night. Sometimes it's a week, a month, It can even feel like a year. It is a place where you are crumbling down everything that you thought you knew because it was built around fear. It was built around patterns or conditioning that may have served you up until this point, but it was still built on fear, and that's what you are transcending. That's what you are ascending out of. And so know that you're not alone, and know that you have more fire and more light inside of you than the darkness can ever take hold of. So call upon your spirit team. Nurture yourself, nourish yourself. Go to trusted friends and family to help you through this. People, they might not understand entirely, but go to your soul tribe who do. People can share objective insight to you that will help you if you're willing to accept it. But you have to be willing to let go of the resistance and accept help that is being offered to you. Accept insight that is being offered to you, because those who have been through it can help you. That's this journey as a whole too. Those who have been through this journey as a whole too can help you. Gemstones can help you protect your energy. Candles. I have a protection candle that I light all the time now. Black tourmaline, black onyx. Those can help you. Quartz can help to clear your energy. Epsom salt baths can be very helpful as far as grounding your energy and clearing your energy as well. Make sure that you're clearing your energy. Get rid of the toxins. Get rid of the negative energy. Sage, Palo Santo, those are all well and good, but they can actually, the dark forces can actually penetrate even that. So you have to do more than just sage, and you have to do more than just, clearing your energy through meditation. Really connect deep within yourself. Know the truth within yourself. Trust your own intuition. Trust your own heart. And even if you feel like you're disconnected from your spirit team, from your own self, from source energy itself, keep calling for that support, because they are listening and they are there. No matter how disconnected you feel, there is no separation. Even if you feel disconnected, that is part of the darkness that is trying to create that separation consciousness. So know that you're not alone through this. Know that you will come out of this stronger and bolder and with more courage, more transformed, braver, and just with more fire in your belly to just keep going, to just keep moving forward, to just keep burning your light and shining your light, and with more love and compassion. Okay, that was a really important message, but we are going to do a daily energy draw today. We are. What's interesting is they showed me this deck, and I haven't used this in a while, and I didn't remember the name of it, even though they were showing me the colors of the deck, and it's Whispers of Healing, so this feels very appropriate. So we're going to use this today. See what we have for today. It is January 20th. It is my papa's birthday. It is also a 222 number. So partnership energy. We've also entered into the Aquarius cycle. So things might feel a little bit different as well. You might feel a little bit more determined. You might feel a little bit more ambitious. Allow your ego mind to quiet. I know Aquarius, they like to overthink and overthink and overthink. Really allow that to quiet and balance out so that you can move forward, so that you can create the life that you want for yourself from that place of love and intuition, and not from the fear that holds you back. Okay. I'm going to take all of that. Spirit, what do you have to say? We've already said a lot, but what do you have to say for today? Today is Monday, January 20th, 2020. Monday, January 20th, 2020. What do we got here? Hydrate. This is part of nurturing yourself. I talked about Epsom salt baths. Showers always helps me to clear my energy, because when I'm showering, I imagine white light, purging any of that negative energy that I may have taken on, especially for empaths, especially for light workers, and going down the drain. White light coming through the shower head and just helping to cleanse me, to purify. Hydrate. You're going through a detox at this time as well with the shifting cycles. You have been clearing karma. So this is all about purifying inside as well. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Make sure that you stay grounded, because that staying hydrated with water specifically is going to help you clear out those toxins and also clear out your energy. Okay, they had me go back to the deck, and I was wondering why, and we have flow. So it's interesting that we have two water analogies. It's also an energy of allowing yourself to, with the hydrate, yes, it's about clearing your energy, and yes, it's about drinking water and all that good stuff, and that's how you ground yourself, and that's how you clear your toxins. But it's also about allowing yourself to go with the flow. It's allowing yourself to move. You are like, they're showing me the ocean. The ocean goes in and goes out, and it never questions its cycles. It never questions what it's doing. It just goes with the flow, goes with the surf, with the tide. This is that energy of just allowing yourself to trust yourself and go with the flow. And they're telling me that we are made up of something like, 80% water, 90% water, something like that. We are the ocean. That is why the moon cycles affect us so much. And we have a new moon coming up at the end of the week. That is why the moon cycles affect us so much. We are made up of whatever percentage of water. I can't remember the exact percentage right now, 70%, something like that. It's high. It's pretty high up there. And so it teaches us to go with the flow. That's why we're naturally attracted to water. That's why we're naturally attracted to bodies of water, oceans, lakes, streams, rivers, dams. It's because there is power in water. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When I was in the 9th grade, we were reading, what were we reading? Dante's Inferno with the 7 circles of hell. And the 7th circle is where he is encased in ice. Is it 9 circles or 7 circles? I go crazy when I'm channeling you guys. I can't remember details. I apologize. But we're going to call it 7 circles. I think it's 7. But the final circle is where the devil was. And he was encased in ice. And I remember my teacher asking us and saying, well, why is it ice when all of the, religious factors or religious symbolism talks about fire? And I remember having this knowing, and I raised my hand and I said, because water is life, and if that water is frozen, then there's no life there. And that got us off on this beautiful, beautiful discussion of symbolism. That's part of why, I've always loved books. I've always loved writing. That's why I became a lit major. But it's because of that I understood, and I'm understanding even now, that we have to go with the flow of things. Because when you're in that period of resistance, when you're in that period of not allowing things to change, things are always changing. The only constant, as they say, is change. The only thing that stays the same is change. We have to allow ourselves to change, because what happens when we're in that stagnant energy, what happens when we're in that hanged man energy, that's hell itself. The devil card in traditional tarot depicts 2 people bound by chains. They're not allowed to change. They're not allowed to move forward. In many cases, we chain ourselves. We keep ourselves entrapped in that ice, not allowing the water, the river, life to flow with us or through us. Not allowing ourselves to flow. That's the toxicity that we need to release. That's the pattern that we have to release. We have to allow ourselves to change and transform and flow. And you see how she's touching the water there and it's creating a ripple effect? That's what change does. Take one tiny step at a time, and see how it changes your life. Change one pattern, change one thought process. Change one thing that you think about yourself if you think negatively about yourself or about another person. Start looking at things through the lens of love, through the lens of compassion. Start looking at life with excitement, realizing your power. Take one tiny step, take action, one tiny action towards what it is that you want to create for yourself. What it is that you truly desire, one tiny step, and watch how it creates that ripple effect. That is how you change the world, by changing yourself, by taking that one step, one by one by one. And when you look back, you will see how far you've come. It's trusting your intuition, going with the flow of things, not keeping yourself trapped, because that is what creates hell. Life is meant to flow. And flow is not just willy-nilly, I'm going to do what I want. Flow is just following your intuition, following what your heart is telling you. letting life lead you where your soul truly wants you to go, not your ego mind. Your ego stays trapped in that fear of, well, you shouldn't do this because look at what happened last time. We need to protect you. The ego tries to protect. Now it's saying, thank you, ego, for protecting me. But I'm going to listen to my heart now. I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to let life, spirit, source energy move through me and lead me and see where we go now. I'm going to create these ripple effects for my life. Positive ripple effects that create joy and abundance, because that's where I want to go. That's what I am. That's where I'm headed. All right, you guys. We are starting off with a bang this week, so we'll see what we have coming up. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you tomorrow.